I think this Poolbay versus Quid matchup is where my eyes are really drawn, because picking Taliyah into Ryze to me seems a little bit dangerous. Yes, you can outrange, but I feel like you just get outscaled just a little bit by the Ryze.
I don't necessarily think you get outscaled. The main issue for me is that the Taliyah won't have the same kind of impact, which is why I think D+Kia did a really good job setting up with the Ryze and the Syndra, because Taliyah early on isn't as great at taking over control of the lane. I think a Victor, even though I'm a notorious Victor non-believer, after Bulldog,
I feel like you like Victor a little bit more.
I like a little. I can see the appeal now, because specifically keeping the Ryze locked underneath his turret, I think, is a big part of making sure that a D+Kia comp doesn't snowball. Because if D+Kia at any point get ahead, as Gen.G, you don't really get to play the game.
I see you, Rubricate, by the way, just sitting in there being sarcastic over and over and over again. I love it. Actually, just a huge fan of the entire situation. Welcome, Valdez, by the way. State of the game, just a few resets being picked up here on the Gen.G side. We're looking for our first dragon. When's it coming? When's it happening? We need to find ourselves a bit of a dragon. Quid's going to come up towards the top side. Weaver's Wall comes in. Thanatos wanting to try and get a kill on his way out. It's a Cassante though. That's going to be real difficult to collect, and the threaded volley will finish that one off. Quid picking up first blood here on the Gen.G side. He's at least responding. Someone's responding. All right, in goes Winner. Looks for Poolbay. Does have cease and desist available. The culling comes through the Ryze. Just walks it off. I guess that's the strategy. Walk slowly into the corner. He doesn't have flash though, so he's going to be stuck in this pit for a while. Winner taking a lot of damage as the Zeri's starting to pop off. Zest gets a massive knockback there and gets thrown out of the pit, but the Zeri's picking up too many kills. This could require some certification, I think. Wolf's in the chat. He'll let us know whether this in fact is a true Zeri moment.
And overall, unfortunately for Gen.G, their fight is somewhat split. I think they maybe get caught a little bit at Phantos is dead. Yeah, I don't. Oh, never mind. Lulu's there to save him.
Yep.
Would have died surely otherwise.
Thanatos is playing with his food a little bit here, but he's going to hit Mega whenever he wants to, and just takes down. Did not connect with the Ryze in time, and he just gets out. D+Kia going to dive the turret here as, oh my goodness, Cafe went so far, but not far enough. That was so sad.
Didn't just see that boss and lost Dark and thought, cool. That's going to be my new name. Quid is definitely in trouble. Yeah,
well, he's going to flash. Gets knocked up there as well as Loopy's going to run up. Skippy. Seismic Shove is decent. Rahel might just come over and collect the kill, though. Lucid is going to steal that one away, but yeah, bad to worse is where things are going here. And so very likely that we could see a lot of very, very quick promotions, as Rahel just going to run at the entire enemy team. Not sure whether I really like that idea, as in goes Winner. Seismic Shove's not going to find too much joy though, and now Winner is just all on his lonesome. The ult comes through from Rahel, and he's able to dance after the enemy jungler. Zest now will look for the ulti here, as he does manage to lock down the Zeri. This could mean that it's all over, as Thanatos doesn't find too much with the ult as the Ryze is taken down. Realm Warp doesn't really work out there, as Thanatos, the last man standing, and he will be taken out. A little bit of overly enthusiastic attempt at a fight there, as Thanatos almost survives, but does not quite do it. And now Gen.G with a bit of respite.
Flash in particular is quite big, as we might be looking towards a soul fight in 3.5 minutes. Teleport going to come through. Gen.G going to keep pushing. 50 seconds now is...
Okay. Poolbay just going to kill Carpe. Better just be cool.
Well, I tried to get a quad cast
as well
for the last Challenger Finals, and then you guys all had more important stuff to do.
Wait, we did?
Yeah, for summer. For the summer finals. I was in my room. And you guys, oh yeah, we'll see if we can show up.
The Challenger one.
Yes.
You were in your room while we were getting ready for the LCK finals, right? Here's a bit of a battle. Cease and desist comes in. Thanatos hops away. Winner's going to fight him. We'll see whether the Nabar comes in, and it does. Thanatos is looking for it. Houses aplenty. Does eventually go down, however, as Zest is going to turn up and get that one done, but Lucid has gotten rid of the 80 carry. Loopy having to flash away from this one. Seismic Shove throwing Rahel around, but now he's beginning the free hitting, and the Zeri is having her moment. Lospa now just running for the hills, and D+Kia are going to narrowly find themselves the teamfight win. Why does Nami have swim animations when on land? And I think it's the same reason that Gyarados has a swim animation while on land in Pokemon. As Poolbay's going to take the Baron. as some action will interrupt the questioning, which I think is a little bit sad. Zest tries to get into that backline, manages to get that ult done, but Rahel is just popping off, and the rest of the team cannot do anything on the side of Gen.G. D plus Kia are just going to romp through this one. Rahel running after the Cassante, who's doing some decent battle, but I don't think it's really going to matter because the damage just isn't quite there, and I believe the GA is still up. So 8-1 and 5 now for the Zeri. Absolute Zeri moment to be had towards the end. 19-8 is the kill score, and D plus Kia will cruise on over to the Nexus and take it down. The Realm Warp just going to help speed things up.
And overall, D plus Kia was in control for what felt like 90% of this game, except the one moment where they weren't for just a little bit, because they decided to just run it down a wee bit on the mid-game fight that they felt like they could force, which, as it turned out, if they had executed a little bit better, they would have, because they were very far ahead, and their 5v5 is hard to match. Gen.G actually a lot closer in team fights than I was expecting up front. I think a lot of the credit there goes towards Quid.
Quid was amazing. He was actually extremely impressive. Even in the LCK, we don't see Talia's getting that much value. I think that Chovy had a great game on it. We've had it picked quite a few times, but I haven't really seen quite that much impact. This game, Quid looked brilliant. The rest of his team just weren't quite there. As you could see, there was a little bit of a hiccup in the gold graph, but D plus Kia did manage to turn that one around relatively quickly, finishing off with a 10k gold lead.
Unsurprisingly, feels like he's farming these up every single time that D plus Kia play.
Yeah, the man is pretty good at getting POGs, but also playing the jungle and playing Wukong, as this, I believe, is his fifth game on the champion. Yeah, I believe it was his 5th game on the champion. So far, he's had a stray game on Elise. Otherwise, it has been Monkey King the entire time. Having a great time doing it as well. So definitely some great play. Wolf asks, where's Noggery? And he's retired, Wolf. Unfortunately, he's on neither roster, which is a little bit sad. This is, of course, Challenger. So even if he was on the main roster, he would not be playing